Hello everyone, in today's session we are going to talk about software development life cycle. This is the first part of the software development life cycle. So let's see the objectives of this video. Introduction to software, software failure, introduction to SDLC, introduction to phases of SDLC. Before moving to the software development, we'll get to know about what is a software. As you know, a software refers to a collection of data, instructions or programs that instruct a computer how to perform specific tasks. Software is intangible. That means we cannot touch and feel the software, but enables the hardware to function. Software is what makes a computer useful by enabling it to perform various tasks from basic operations to complex operations. Types of software. Software can be categorized into several types based on its function and purpose. There are 5 major types: application software, system software, programming software, middleware, driver software. If you want to know about each type descriptively, please check my description box to find the video. An individual or a team of experts has turned into real something idea as a software to conduct a task through a computer easily. That process of creation is known as software development. But unfortunately, all the software which develop cannot function 100% perfect or in an expected manner fulfilling users' expectation. Situations where a software system or application does not perform as expected, resulting in errors or failure to meet the user's needs, are known as software failure. Levels of software failure. Software failure can be categorized into different levels, depending on the seriousness and impact of the failure on the system, users, and business. These levels help to understand the consequences of the failure and the necessary steps to address it. There are the typical levels of software failure: catastrophic, critical, major, minor. Catastrophic failure. Catastrophic failures in software are extremely serious problems that cause huge loss of functionality in the entire system. These failures usually affect entire system or large group of people, and they can cause financial loss, harm to people, or even loss of life depending on the type of software. These failures are rare, but when they happen, they can be very damaging. Critical failure. A critical software failure is a serious issue that affects the core functionality of a software system, making it unreliable or unusable for its users. As an example, in an LMS, it does not load the modules or courses you follow. Rest options are working. But without having the core function, users may not conduct their expected routine. That may cause significant problems for users and organizations. Major failures. Major failures are significant issues that interrupt the normal operation of a software system, affecting its core functionality or a large portion of users. These failures are more serious than minor failures, but may not be as catastrophic as critical failures. They require immediate attention to restore normal operations, but do not necessarily cause long-term damage or data loss. Minor failures. Minor software failures are relatively small issues that doesn't cause significant disruption to the overall functionality of the software system. These failures may affect certain features or users, but they are usually not severe enough to hold the system or make it unusable. Sometimes users don't even notice these kind of issues. Unfortunately, as per the researchers, most of the developed software were categorized as useless or end up with catastrophic failure in early stages of software development. Therefore, as a solution to minimize project risks through forward planning and to ensure software meets customer expectations during production and beyond, software development life cycle was introduced. Software development life cycle. SDLC in short form was created to provide a structured and organized approach to software development. It serves as a roadmap for creating high-quality software in a systematic, efficient, and predictable manner. By following SDLC, organizations can ensure that their software development projects are well-mannered, meet user needs, and are delivered on time and within budget. Software development lifecycle is a systematic approach to building software solutions. SDLC conducts software development in few stages. These stages are known as phases of SDLC. Phases of SDLC. The SDLC phases may differ in number depending on the document you are using, but the similar concept is behind all of them. Therefore, most common phases as listed here. There are 7 phases can be seen in the SDLC: planning, analysis, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Planning. This is the first and most important phase of the SDLC. Entire project will be planned here in the stage. It defines the project scope, objectives of the project, and creating a project plan including timeline and resource allocation. Requirement engineering. The phase is also known as analysis. In this phase, development team collects detailed information about the specific needs and functionalities of the software from stakeholders. End of the phase, important documents can be created, and based on these documents, the entire software production happens. Design. The design phase uses to plan how the software will be built. It's similar to drawing the blueprint for a house before you start building it. The outcome of this phase is a clear and detailed plan or design that can follow in the next phase. This makes sure that everyone knows what to build and how it will work. Development, also known as implementation phase or coding. In this phase, the actual software is built. Developers take the design plan and start writing the code in the chosen programming language. They create all the functions, features, and parts that make the software do what it's supposed to. Testing. The testing phase is when testers check to make sure the software works as it should. In the phase, it finds out if it has any problem known as bugs that need fixing. The outcome of this phase is an error-free software ready to be used by a real environment. Deployment. The deployment phase is when the software is released and made available for people to use. The team prepares everything for the software to go live, making sure it's installed correctly on servers or actual devices. The software is launched so that users can start using it. This could mean include it on the internet, in an app store, or on company computers. The outcome of this phase is that the software is now available for users to access and use in their daily lives. Maintenance. The maintenance phase is when the software is kept up to date and fixed after it's been released. In the phase, it monitors software, making sure it runs smoothly and fix any problems that come up. This phase is that the software continues to work well and stays useful, secure for users. This is all about the first part of the software development life cycle. In the summary, video discusses about introduction to software, software failure, introduction to SDLC, introduction to phases of SDLC. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions. See you next time.